Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because guess what, guys? She's back. Tracy Clark is at the cafe, guys. And y'all know she has been here with us from the beginning of this series. This is the Detective Harriet Foster series that we love here at the cafe. Guys, she gave us highs, she gave us falls, she gave us echo. And now, hot off the press, guys, it just came out. It is Edge. It's the newest installment to this Detective Harriet Foster series. And of course, guys, y'all know we are excited to have her back with us. But you know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because I was about to say Harriet, but Tracy Clark is here hanging out with us on today. And of course, guys, before we get started, for those who may not know her or may not be familiar with her work, we're going to have Tracy to introduce herself to the people. Tracy?
Hello, glad to be here. I am Tracy Clark, author of the Detective Harriet Foster series, and it's just your standard police procedural set in Chicago, featuring an African American female homicide detective and her team. And in Edge, their case is a toxic opioid that has hit the streets of Chicago. They don't know where it's coming from, where the source is, why it's tainted, for what purpose, but bodies are falling, overdoses everywhere, and they have to figure it out before the next body falls. Now, that's the case, but we
Yeah.
also have Harriet's journey, Harriet's arc, right? Her character arc. So she's at its point now, book 4, where she has crammed as much as she can down into her gut and tried to ignore it. And she's at the point where now she has nowhere else to put anything else. And which is a wonderful sort of place to have a character be because they can do anything at that point. I mean, what is she going to do? She cannot stuff anything else down. She has to deal with her baggage. And so that's where she is personally. This is the case that her team and her have to face. And so both of those things together make Harriet sort of a sort of weird spot, which I kind of like also like putting characters in.
I love that. And Tracy, first of all, you wrote it, but you nailed it. This book, of course, guys, if you have been following this series like I have, you have Helen Gibson hanging out with her. And Tracy, she was like, she absolutely, she loved this series so much as well. Guys, if you followed this series along the way, and just the different characters and what have you, you are definitely invested, okay? So I know for me, I was on the edge of my seat. I was ready for this series or what have you. So I am just super excited to have Tracy to come and to talk with us about it. And so, Tracy, before we go into a little more details, we have to talk about the cover. I love the cover for each one of these books in the Detective Harriet Foster series. And guys, you may hear me say it, but again, the attention is in the details. And usually, in Tracy's covers for the Detective Harriet Foster series, there's some little clues in there. There's some little Easter eggs as well. But tell us a little bit about the cover for Edge and what was it like for you when you saw the final cover?
Well, I liked it immediately because it sort of gives you a clue about where they're going, right? There are brownstones there, but they're specific ones. They're ones that sort of appear in Bronzeville, which is a sort of a neighborhood here in Chicago.
Yeah.
And they're old homes that have been there for decades. And there are secrets hidden in them. And so the sort of climax of the whole story takes place in one of these brownstones. And so there was a little hint of it on the cover right away, just to sort of let you know what's coming.
See, I told you, and Tracy is spilling the tea. I told you the attention is in the details. So, Tracy just spilled you a little tea. Oh my goodness, guys, we have Rhonda McKnight hanging out with us on today. Rhonda, she is talking about, this is the 4th book in the series. It is called Edge. Y'all know I love a good series. We have been following Tracy Clark since the beginning, guys. If you want to go back to the backlist, you have Hide, you have Fall, you have Echo, and now you have Edge. And yes, you heard me right. Each word or each title is just one word. It's just one word, but it's a lot in
That's all you need.
Yes. And so, Tracy, speaking of one word, the word of the day is Edge. Okay, tell us about the title Edge.
Well, it's got kind of several meanings. It's the name of the drug that's on the street. That's what they call it, Edge. It's also about the weather in Chicago. Now they're on the edge of fall, going into winter, and so it's sort of
Yeah.
a weird time in Chicago because you can sort of feel it coming. It's not quite here, but the hawk is on its way. And also sort of appeals to what Harriet is going through. She's on the edge of where she needs to be. For the first few books in this series, she's not been in a good place, and now she's in book 4, and she's got to make a decision. She's got to go this way or that way because
Yes.
she can't hide anymore. She can't stuff anything down. Like I said, there she has absolutely zero capacity left, and
Yes.
she has to deal with whatever she has to deal with. And this is the point at
Mhm.
which she has to do it. So, the triple meaning. I kind of like that sort of giving readers something to sort of think about as they're reading along. And so, yeah, that's what everybody's on edge. Everything's at an edge.
And Tracy, look, we so here for it. Okay, you have some mystery thriller people that are in the comment section. We are so here for it, guys. If you're just joining us, I'm super duper excited because she's back. This is award-winning author Tracy Clark. Y'all know we love her Detective Harriet Foster series. She has came and incited and excited us about each book in this series. And next up is Edge, as well. And of course, we'll be sharing in the comment section in a little later how you can get your hands on a copy of it. And throughout, we will definitely give you the order of these books. Now, let me tell you, you can read them as a standalone, but let me tell you, if you want the full effect of Detective Harriet Foster, you're gonna kind of want to read them in order. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there. Helen, what say ye? Okay, what say ye on that? Let me just tell you, you can start with Edge, but again, to get the whole scope of Harriet and kind of really know what's going on with these characters, outside of what what they're going to solve, you will definitely follow suit if you kind of read them in order. Now, Tracy, okay, for you, let's kick it off with this. What drew you to the idea of this police procedural, this thriller around this tainted opioid edge, and the chaos that is unleashing in Chicago because of this opioid edge? What drew you to that?
Well, I'm always looking for ideas for the next case for my cops. And so I think I was just sort of looking through the newspaper, and there was maybe something about an overdose. And I said, well, that's interesting. But you turn the page and go on. But it sort of sticks with you at some point. So it's in there. It's sort of ruminating.
Uh-huh.
And when I sort of got to the 4th book and I needed a case for them to sort of solve, this sort of popped up, opioids. Now, that's just the basic part of it. But what happens if something happens to not only that opioid that make it more toxic, more deadly, more unpredictable, and it affects everybody. It just doesn't affect people on a certain part of town or over here,
Right.
this economic group, this race. It's entire city. And so as these bodies begin to sort of turn up, and they don't know where it's coming from or who's producing it, and they have absolutely no idea what they're going to do to get it to stop. That tension, that conflict, that sort of constant drumbeat of this could happen any second. You can, snap your fingers, another person could go, and there's nothing they can do about it. And so that hopelessness for the entire department, and also Harriet, on top of all the other stuff that she's got to deal with, just sort of clicks it up a little bit more. Just a click, 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 click. Okay, so now she's at the point where really, I put her in a really bad spot, and I love it because it's good for characters to sort of be in a spot where they have to actually do something to get themselves out of it. And so it's not just the work that she has to do, it's the work that she has to do on herself that is more in sort of fascinating for me because we've all been there. We've been all in the spot where we cannot take another freaking thing. I mean, everything has just come on, it's piled us all at once, and we can't take it. All right, it's like a little straw on the camel's back. That one little last thing is just it.
Listen.
Okay. And so now Harriet has a decision to make. She can either explode and sort of lose her mind, or she can get the help that she needs. And that's the interesting part about Edge, because now we're talking about destigmatizing therapy and mental health and mental fitness, and being able to ask for help when you need the help, and having there be somewhere to go to get that help when you need it. And the sort of place that I sent her in this is an actual spot in Chicago that police officers can use. It's a resource. I changed the name, of course, but that's where they can go to talk about all the crap that they have to deal with on a 24-hour basis. I mean, dead bodies, scalded kids in bath water. I mean, the horrible things that they see. And so I
Yeah.
sort of tagged on that in the fiction part of it because I wanted it to sort of feel real and sort of look real and sort of, sound real. So yeah, it's a real place. They can go if they need it. And as I was writing this, right before I started, there was like a really large spate of cop suicides here in Chicago. I mean, it was almost every week there would be another one, another one, another one. And I said, what the heck is
Wow.
going on? What the heck is going on? And so, along with the opioid in the back of my head as a possible case, there's also this thing that's happening that we don't understand. What could be causing it? And so those two things sort of played around in my head. And when I started writing, those two things came together.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. And that is one of the things that I also enjoy about Edge, as well as the other books in the series. Of course, you begin to see Harriet, and you begin to see her growth. You begin to see just different life. You begin to see all the things that's coming at her at one time. And I love the therapy on the page. I love this book like just real, like you're really in it. I was talking to my daughter today, and I was like, it's kind of, in between CSI is a little bit, there's so many like, crime shows that like come to my mind when I think about reading the Foster series. And so that leads me into this next question, because Harriet is indeed walking on edge, okay, while she's investigating the drug called Edge. And so for you shared with us just a little bit, but if you can go into it in a little more detail, how did you approach this, or how intentional was that parallel, and what does it reveal about her character arc in the book, her parallel of her character as well as the parallel between the drug as well?
Well, she's based on sort of all the strong African American women that I know, mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, cousins and everything. We're strong people, or they have to be, all right? And so she is. But strength only goes so far, because you get to a point where it's not you giving the help, it's you that needs the help. And so I knew when I started Edge, and that was the title, that I wanted to put Harriet on edge and at the edge of what she could do herself. And so now she has this case. She's done as much as she can to sort of get herself through the trauma that she's been through, the loss, the grief, the sense of responsibility. And now she's the person, instead of serving and protecting, who needs a little protecting herself. And she's afraid to ask for it. She's afraid to ask for it as an African American female. She's afraid to ask for it as a cop, because now you're in the department. You're the person who needs the help. Now the people you work with are looking at you like, well, what kind of state of mind are you in? Can I count on you at 2:00 in the morning when I have to go down the alley and you're backing me up? I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, is this therapy, or is this something that so all of those little things are going together in this little pot that I've sort of created for her. So we've got the trauma here, the grief here, the loss here, the strength here that is waning as the book goes on, because she's got nowhere else to put anything. And so now she has to sort of get to the point where it's that I need help. And that's kind of a vulnerable place to put, characters in, for it's a vulnerable place for real people to be in, to ask for help when you need it. And so I sort of played with that a lot, because I wanted her to actually say, I need help. Okay. And she hasn't been able to say it for 3 books now. Okay. She's needed it in the first book. She needed the
exactly.
When I put her on the sidewalk and hide, and she's not sure whether or not she wants to go into the police station or not. She needed the help then. Okay. But it's taken her 1, 2, 3.
Listen.
And still, it wasn't her to suggest it. It was her boss who said, listen here, you have an appointment at 8:00 tomorrow morning. Either you are there or you are not here. Okay. And now
you are not here.
Or you are not here. And so now she's in a spot. again, for me as a writer, that's a really juicy place to be, because you want to see put characters in such a situation that they have to actually do something drastic to get themselves out of it. And so that's where Harriet
Yeah,
is in it.
yeah.
She's been mandated to get herself some help, and she's got to either take it
Wow.
or she needs to take a hike, because
There
her
you
boss in
have
the
it,
first book
guys.
her boss in the first book asked when she needed the help, told her, I am not going to find you hanging from the a pipe in the bathroom, okay? I'm not gonna do it.
Again.
So either you get your shit together, or you're gonna have to go somewhere else. I'm not gonna do it. And so it's taken her 3 books, but she's at the point where she got to do it.
Right. Now, at the same time,
Yeah.
in her having to deal with her personal stuff in addition to do her job.
Yeah. As we all must do.
We are out. Yes. Out with author Tracy Clark. It is the 4th book in the Detective Harriet Foster series. It is called Edge, and she is sharing with us on today. She is spilling a little bit of tea about this amazing book, and we'll be sharing with you in just a bit how you can get your hands on. I'm gonna ask you this. We're gonna switch gears a little bit for you, because guys, as you know, the Detective Harriet Foster series, it is set in the backdrop of Chicago, and yes, like Chicago is like a character within itself. And I love how, Tracy, you bring us into Chicago. Like we feel like we are right there, or we can actually picture and visualize what it is that you're sharing with us about your state of Chicago. Tell us a little bit about that, and why you do that, and you do it so well in your books as well. For Chicago,
I think it's important. Yeah, I think it's important because I don't think Harriet would be who she was if she were somewhere else. I think who she is, what sort of formed her, her attitude about the work that she does, the community that she serves, is specific to where she is specific to Chicago. Now, this is a tough town. Everybody knows our reputation for corruption and dirty politicians, and our urban problems. But it's also a city of communities. We have 77. Everyone looks different, smells different, moves different. Different people live there, and so she is a part of that. And I wanted to bring that to life. I wanted Chicago to be as much a character as Harriet is, as Vera is, as all the cops are, even the bad guys. I mean, this is a city that moves together like a sort of well-heeled engine. And I wanted all of that stuff to come to the page. So I spent a lot of time deciding where I put it. Bronzeville, I put in this one. Very wonderful, rich African-American community neighborhood. And so that's where the edge came from. That's where they have to go back and sort of solve it. That's where the end scene happens in this area. And so, yeah, I mean, this Chicago is it. I think Harriet in Detroit would be something totally different.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Tracy, thank you for sharing the behind the scenes. Thank you for sharing your why. Thank you for spilling the tea. We're so appreciative of that. I want to ask you this question about Harriet, and then we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other characters as well. But for you, as the creator of Detective Harriet Foster, what makes Harriet different from other detectives in this genre?
I don't know. She's doing the same work that they're doing, but she's got a different perspective, I think. She's got this sort of like triangulation going on. She's from the African American community. She's an African American. She works for a department that was not set up for her. Okay. I looked it up, the stats right before I started writing, and I think 20-some% are African American officers on the street. That's not a great number. Okay.
Right.
Vera Lee is an Asian American cop. Her partner, 3% of cops on the street are Asian American.
Wow.
And so there are people who are outside in an inside situation. She's an outsider in her community now because she's working for the department that doesn't have a great reputation in our community. Okay, so now she's got that going on. Okay, and now she's female also, working with a whole bunch of men, mostly white men, and so she's outside there too. So she's outside, outside, outside. Plus, she's got the trauma and the conflict and all that wonderful stuff. Plus, she's got nowhere else to put nothing, and so she's on the edge of where she's got to be. So all of I love it. I just absolutely love. She probably would hate me if she were an actual person, because I have given her so much to deal with that she would probably shoot me. She would probably shoot me. Right? But as a writer, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to give you, the reader, complicated characters that look like you, feel like you, experience things like you would experience them, to make them as human as we can possibly make them, so that you will sort of latch onto them and engage and want to be interested enough to see what happens to them. And I think I'm trying to do that with Harriet. I think I've sort of done half a job good, but you know, yeah, I want you to care about her. I want you to worry about her. More importantly, I want you to sort of stick around to see whether or not she gets better and she gets to sort of find what she needs to find, and that she can move on to the second half of her life, given the fact that I've given her all of this weight and baggage to carry along and drag along with her.
And Tracy, I mean, from here at the cafe, I would say mission accomplished. I mean, Helen, what do you got to say to that? I think you've done all those things that we feel attached to Detective Harriet Foster, to Vera Lee, to all the clan that works at their police station as well. And okay, when you think about the melting pot of detectives, you know, that work with them, is there one that is for you interesting, borderline fun, Tracy, whenever you have to bring them to the page? And then on the flip side, outside of Harriet, is there one that is a little more complex for you to flesh out as well? Because there's some things about Vera as well, you know. But anyway, for you, as the creator of this, which one of those characters again is exciting, borderline fun for you to write? But then on the flip side, which one of those is just a little more complex?
I think I have the most fun writing about Sharon Griffin, her sergeant, because she takes no mess. Okay,
no.
she's got this squad of adult cops that she has to sort of sometimes treat like children, and she's the boss, and she has to sort of make these cases go. And she can sort of see who she's got working for her. She knows their personalities, individual of the team, and she can see that Harriet is struggling, and she sees that Vera is trying to help her. And she's there with this no nonsense sort of southwest side. You don't know the southwest side of Chicago, but that's where the Bears people come from. And these are people who do not sort of suffer fools lightly. They are very straightforward in their thinking, in their talking, in their dealings with people. And it sort of deals with it cut and dried, black and white. This is what we're going to do. I see this thing happening. It's not going to happen on my watch, and let's get it done. So I like writing about her. And I also find it difficult to write about Vera Lee because she's got a sort of a specific thing to do. I sort of teamed them together because I wanted somebody that would play off of Harriet. Harriet is all inward. She's not going to talk about her personal problems. She's got this weight. She's going to carry it. I don't need anybody's help, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Here is Vera on the other side, kind of pull out what she knows needs to be pulled out.
Yes.
And it's just frustrating as heck to sort of get this out of Harriet, who will not talk about it.
Yeah.
This push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. So it's more difficult for me to sort of write the pull part of it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So here's Harriet not talking about anything, carrying this weight. She's going to do it, blah, 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 blah. And there's Vera, trying to pull out. And then how far do you go with that? Because at a certain point, I would say, mind your own business.
But y'all, let me tell you, at the end of the day, she have Harriet's back. Okay, she don't play about Harriet. Okay, and Harriet don't play about Vera Lee either. Okay, they have each other back. I love that, and also, guys, Vera Lee is like that comedic action as well. Now she knows her stuff. She handles business when it needs to be handled business. But when you need that comic relief, she's gonna give it to you. Okay. She's gonna give it to you. But Vera Lee is one of my favorite characters as well. I love to see her show up on the page. Oh Lord, is she their captain? The one that you just discussed.
Sergeant?
Yes. Yes, I love when she show up on the page. Uh, one of the things that's coming to mind. And I won't give all the tea on it, but when she have that meeting with Harriet, they say, "Listen, okay," and it was like, "Okay, badge on the desk, like this is off the record. Listen here. Let me tell you what it's gonna be. Okay, this is how it's gonna go down." I was so here for that, and even though for Harriet, it was just like she was like, "Really, we doing this? So this what we doing this?" And she knew she needed it, but it was just like she just had to take it, and she knew that she was so right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that part, I was just so here for that, and the way that you created that scene. And guys, if you want to know what I'm talking about, go read the book. Go read the book. Oh my goodness, that part right there, I was like, that I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. And the other part I'm so here for, Tracy, is you probably remember, of course you wrote it, but after that scene, Harriet needs a moment. She needs a moment to herself, guys, or to the car, and probably not even like a minute. Guess who meets her in the car? Vera Lee. I was cracking up. She was like, I said such and such. She was like, whatever. Then she said, I need a minute or something like that. And Vera was like, nope.
No. all in her business, and that's the
all in her business.
Well, yeah, it's sort of fun to write that. It's just difficult to do it because now you have, how far do you go? Because a normal person would say, mind your business. You're my partner. You're not my husband or whatever. Okay. Keep it, they have to work really closely together. So relationships form, confidences form, a sense of trust forms.
And it's
so
like that.
Have to,
it's like bonding for them.
Yeah.
Guys, if you read the book from the beginning, if you read the first book in the series, you will understand like what Harriet went through with her partner that had gotten killed. Well, anyway, with her partner, okay, that's unalived. And so going into another situation where she has another partner and she really don't want a partner, or what have you. The more that you read in each book in this series, you will definitely understand the friendship and the bond. And then there's also something that go down in book one, I think, Tracy, that really brought her and Vera closer together. They got in some sticky situations or what have you, where actually weren't supposed to be where they were, and they kind of had to really have each other's back again. So again, with understanding all of that, their partnership and their bond and their friendship, it totally makes sense. So I love that, guys. If you're joining us, we're hanging out with Tracy Clark, talking about the next book in the series. It is called Edge. And so, Tracy, we're going to kind of do a round of this or that, but it is this or that Edge edition, okay? This or that Edge edition. All right, first up, street intel or lab analysis? Street intel or lab analysis?
Street intel, definitely.
Okay. All right, this is a good one. Ooh, I wonder how would Vera Lee answer this or that? Gut instinct or hard evidence? Gut instinct or hard evidence?
Hard evidence, because Vera Lee, for all of her empathy and sort of seeing Harriet and wanting to do something about it, she's very by the book. If you notice, okay, she knows procedure. She has aspirations to be captain of the Chicago Police Department one day. Okay, so she's by the book, step by step, procedure by procedure. And then, if they have to get creative at a certain point, she's up for that too. But she's doing the job as it's supposed to be because she wants to keep her record clean, because she has aspirations to be superintendent of the Chicago Police Department.
I love that. Now this one, let's answer it as Detective Harriet Foster. Late night stakeout or early morning briefing? And guys, if you know, okay? How would Harriet answer that? Late night stakeout or early morning briefing?
Either one, because Harriet has no life. All right. So her life is the police department, her job. Okay.
She barely sleeps,
so
guys.
The more that she can work and that she doesn't have to think about her personal life or what she's lost or what she needs, the better she likes it. So she'll be at that stakeout at night. She'll be at that whatever in the morning. If you need her at noon or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, she's there. Sunday afternoon, church time, she's there. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, it does not matter. She has no life. Okay, so that's part of her problem. Okay, she's
I love it.
deflecting and diverting, and she'll work as much as she can possibly work.
I love it. Now, this is also for Harriet. Harriet's resilience or Harriet's vulnerability? Her resilience or vulnerability?
She's ignoring her vulnerability and she's
Mhm.
counting on her resilience. So I would say
Mm.
resilient
I
because
love that. I
that's the
love it.
only thing holding her together is her sort of determination to keep going, despite the fact that she's got nothing in the tank. She's got nothing in the tank in Edge.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Tracy, for playing around of this or that Edge edition. I am so here for it. Guys, if you're just joining us, hanging out with author Tracy Clark, her newest release, it is called Edge. God, this is the fourth book in the Detective Harriet Foster series, and it's available now. I will be sharing with you in just a bit how you can get your hands on a copy of it. But now we do have a giveaway. I'm going to allow Tracy Clark to share with us what her giveaway is going to be on this evening.
Well, I'm going to give away a signed edition or signed copy of Edge to the lucky winner.
All right. Tracy, you know how we do it here at the cafe. I'm gonna go up and down the comment section. I'm gonna stop, my friend, and that person will be the winner. Out. Okay. The person that we land on will be the winner of a copy of Edge. And she said an autograph copy of Edge. And also, guys, of course, you know how you can participate to be in the running for the winner of the giveaway is to comment throughout the broadcast on today. All right, Tracy, I am ready when you are, my friend.
All right. Stop.
Okay. Myra Cook, you are the winner, my friend. And she said you are the winner of a autograph copy of Edge by author Tracy Clark. If you will inbox us your information, we'll be sure to get this information to Tracy so you can get your copy of Edge. Guys, oh my goodness, it has been amazing hanging out with you guys on today, talking with author Tracy Clark about her newest release, which is Edge. And of course, guys, she has to share with us how can we get our hands on a copy, guys? It is available in print, it's available in ebook, and guess what? It's also available in audiobook for my audiobook girlies out there, for my audiobook guys out there. Edge is available in all formats. And so, Trey, please share with us how can they get their hands on a copy of Edge in whatever format that suits their fancy.
Well, anywhere books are sold, you'll find it, or go to your library. Library or independent bookstores are always great. Hit one of those up, and you should be able to find it.
Yes. And of course, guys, I told you that I would share with you. She hit us up with the first book in the series. It was called Hide. And then there is Fall, there is Echo, and there is Edge. And like I said, each one of the books in this series is just one word, but those one words, you will definitely unpack them as things unfold in this amazing series as well. And of course, Tracy, please share with us, my friend, how can we stay connected with you and what's coming up next for this series or what's coming up next for you, if you can share that.
Well, let's see. I'm at Tracy Clark Books if you want to drop me a line. Also on Blue Sky and Instagram and Facebook. Just look for my face. I'm there. And what I'm doing now is I'm working on the next book. It's called You'll Never Find Me. And it's my first standalone. So it's not a Harriet. It's not a Cass. These are all new characters. And I'm working on that now, almost finished. And we'll see how that does. I'm pretty excited about it. I sort of miss my team, but I'll get back to them next book, I think.
I love that. Well, congratulations that you are working on a standalone. We're super duper excited about that for you as well. And then also congratulations on the release of Edge in the Detective Harriet Foster series as well. Guys, let me just tell you, this series is amazing. Tracy will be sharing with us in just a bit how we can stay connected with her. And when she does, I'm sure she's going to mention her website. Go to her website, check out her backlist as well. Go get the other books in the series. Tell a friend to tell a friend. book clubs. This is amazing book club read. This is perfect for a buddy read, okay? Because you would definitely want to talk to somebody about this book as well. And Tracy, please share with us, how can we stay connected with you, my friend?
Let's see. Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram. Tracy Clark Books is my website, so check it out.
There you have it, guys. Tracy Clark Books. Again, guys, stay connected with her. And Tracy, I want to allow you the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Well, thanks for coming. It's always nice sort of talking to readers or explaining Harriet to people because she's a mess and I love it. So I hope you check her out. Let me know how you find it. And thanks for coming.
I love it, guys. There you have it. There's our show on today. We've been hanging out with author Tracy Clark and the newest one, Edge. And again, guys, please stay connected with her. Stay connected with me. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Angela Anderson YouTube. Stay connected with Tracy Clark as well. And as we always say here at the cafe, have an amazing day because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you later. Get you a copy of Edge. Bye-bye.